So I'm glad everybody is participating in the Asian conference. So let's get started with one of my biggest mistakes. As a company owner for many years, I made a lot of mistakes. As a distributor, I made a lot of mistakes. But here's a big one that we do as company owners, as leaders of our group. And that is, we don't understand the theory behind grasshoppers. Grasshoppers, those small bugs. Now, before I tell you about grasshoppers, I want you to think back. Have you ever been with a company or group when they ran a promotion? They go, I have a contest, and whoever sponsors the most people, well, they can come to the special place or take the special trip. And what happens? Well, everybody gets excited the first couple days. And then what happens? Well, the people at the top, the pros that have the most skills, the ones with the biggest bonus checks, they're always going to win. And you say, what about the rest of the people? Why do they always lose? Why do they never qualify? What is it that holds them back? So the problem is grasshoppers can't drive. And what I mean by that is if you take a small grasshopper and take him into your car, set him down on the front seat behind the steering wheel, and you yell, drive, drive, what's going to happen? Nothing. The grasshopper's there and it doesn't drive. And we say, well, it's because I didn't motivate the grasshopper enough. Because or maybe the grasshopper's just lazy or has no motivation. Or maybe the grasshopper has a hearing problem, can't hear my commands. Or that grasshopper lost his vision board. It didn't even make a goal board. Maybe that grasshopper didn't have a strong enough why. And maybe he didn't take any personal development courses or read any books. So the grasshopper just doesn't drive. And he has a loser attitude and he's uncoachable. Yeah, that's it. He's uncoachable. Now, is that the real problem? And the answer, of course, is no. These are all the wrong conclusions. It's not that the grasshopper is unmotivated, it's just the grasshopper doesn't know how to drive. He didn't take driving lessons. Plus, probably its legs are too short anyway. But because the grasshopper has never been trained on how to drive, the chances are just about zero. And that's why it's the same people that win contest after contest, because over the years they use trial and error. And during this trial and error, they learn certain skills, they get a little bit better at it, and they know how to do it. So companies waste a lot of money putting up these big contests. They say, well, if we can just get everybody to sponsor a couple people and lots of momentum and everybody will go out and work hard and we'll have this contest. And as you know, what happens? The same people win over and over again. Because the other people don't have the skills to participate. They want to, they have vision boards, they'd love to take this trip or win this cash prize or get this car. But they go out and talk to people and nothing happens. And you go, wow, that's a little upsetting. So the problem is they didn't have the skills to pull it off. So motivation is good, but we need more than motivation. So what do? Well, early in my career, I did this. I told people, just face the fear and be motivated. Face the fear and it'll go away. Or every no just gets you closer to, well, actually another no. That's not very good. Or just talk to more people and just want it more. And none of that stuff works. If we are unable to get the job done, nothing we're going to do is going to make any difference. So ask yourself, have you seen this? Have you seen a lot of people get excited and the company spent a lot of money, but not much changed? So what can we do as a leader? What can we do as a person to, get these people to actually participate and give them a fighting chance so they can win this? Early in my career, there was a trip to Las Vegas. I had a goal board. I had charts. I knew how much I needed to do every day. And no matter how beautiful my chart was, I didn't know how to go out and meet people and get the job done. So don't worry too much about the motivation because, hey, people want the trips. They want the car. Everybody you talk to say, yeah, I'd like to get the bonus car from the company. So instead, what we need to do is give them some skills. So let's just imagine that the company ran a contest. Who could get the most referrals for their business? So let's say it's a company that sold vitamins. They say, well, whoever gets the most referrals, that way everybody can participate. Well, the pros at the top, they have influence, they have big checks, they can talk to people, and they probably get a lot of referrals. But the people just starting off, the ones they want to motivate, how do I do it? I've never got referrals before. What do I say? When I ask people for referrals, they just say, no, I'm not going to send a salesman to my friends. They're going to say no. And not only do they not make a sale, they don't get referrals. Now, what if we taught everybody exactly how to get referrals, whether somebody bought or not? In other words, some people are going to say, yeah, sounds good. I want to be a customer and I'll give you some referrals. And some people are going to say, I don't want to be a customer, but I'll at least give you some referrals. So if we had a little script that we could teach them that took away all rejection, close prospects right away before they even talked about their vitamins very much, wouldn't that be easier for them? They'd feel comfortable and they'd actually get better results. So let's take a look at a little script. If you have a pencil and paper, pull out a pencil and paper somewhere, and let's write down a couple key sentences and see how easy this could be. So are you ready? Let's get started. So remember, we're selling in this example vitamins, but please substitute skincare or online services, whatever you sell. So we're going to start off with the words most people. Now, when we say most people, there's an automatic decision in people's minds that says most people. Am I part of most people or am I part of less people? Well, most people are part of most people. And they say, well, I'm a most people type person. So as soon as we say most people, they have made a decision to be with the most people group. Think about it. Most people use syrup with their pancakes, or most people like Jolly Bees for a quick meal and to meet somebody because they're everywhere. Or most people, it's pretty easy to do. Most people want more money. So we're going to start with the words with most people. And since we're looking for vitamin referrals, we're going to say most people who use our vitamins feel younger in just 5 days. Now, are we selling? No. Did we ask him to buy? No. There's no closing here. You just made a statement that most people do. And there's no rejection or pushback from the prospects. They say, well, yeah, most people, some don't, most do, just conversation, no problem. So if they were to start off before they made their presentation about their big sale or their company opportunity, just say, most people who use our vitamins feel younger in just 5 days. Now, what's going to happen? They won't judge that statement. They will just say, yeah, I'm part of most people. So already they accept that our vitamins make people feel younger in 5 days. No questions asked. That's before we even told them about the magic ingredients. Here's the next sentence. And they want their friends and relatives to feel younger too. And they're thinking, well, yeah, I want my friends and relatives to feel younger too. I mean, if I'm going to feel like I'm 16 years old all over again, but with better judgment, gosh, I'd like my friends to feel young too. They'd appreciate it. So, of course, I would want them to feel young. Now, let's go a little bit further. Let's do a third sentence here. We're going to take all the pressure, all the rejection away. Now, if we do this, it's going to make us feel very confident, very calm, and people like doing business with confident people. And what we're going to say is, now, you may or may not. You may or may not want to feel younger with us. That is up to you. And they go, wow, that was really nice of you. You're not going to high pressure me or anything. I may or may not. Well, of course, I want to feel younger with you instead of feeling old. But you're not pushing me anyway. It's my option, my choice. You're not trying to close me or push me or something like that. So we say, now you may or may not want to feel younger with us. That is up to you. All right, they're thinking, okay, that's good. Here's sentence number 4. But could you do me a favor? Now, if you said, but could you do me a favor? They're thinking, well, you let me off the hook. You told me you're not going to try to high pressure me or anything. I really appreciate that. So, of course, I can do you a favor. As long as it's easy, I can do you a favor. Then you say, but could you do me a favor? And they're probably thinking in their mind, oh, of course, I could do you a favor as long as it didn't cost me anything or too hard. Here's the favor we're going to ask. If you decide to feel younger with us or not, remember, no pressure. If you decide to feel younger with us or not, would you at least let your friends and relatives know they can feel younger in just 5 days too? And they're thinking, wait a minute. So if I decide to feel younger or not, that's up to me. Would I at least let my friends and relatives know they can feel younger? Well, of course I'd let them know they can feel younger. Then it's up to them. Yeah. And we're done. And just those 5 little micro sentences, we have pre-sold our prospect, pre-sold them, rejection free, no pressure. They feel like they're in control. They have automatically accepted. They believe in their mind that the vitamins will make them feel 5 days younger. They had to accept that as true in their mind for them to really process the rest of the sentences we're using. And they're saying, well, of course, I'd let my friends and relatives know if it's something they could use. So whether they buy or not, they might say, well, I don't have any money today. They say, well, at least would you let your friends and relatives know? Or they might say, it's not for me because I decided I want to feel older. Yeah, I really like those aches and pains. Yeah, that's great. But could you at least let your friends and relatives know that they can feel younger too if they choose? Yeah. And just like that, they'd get, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 referrals over and over again. And because they knew this little script, they could participate in the contest. They could maybe win that car or win that trip. And it wouldn't be so one-sided. Instead of just the people at the top getting all the prizes, everybody had a fair chance to qualify. So let's see how that would sound in real life. So you're sitting down with me and you say, Big Al, most people who use our vitamins feel younger in just 5 days. Oh, well, okay. And they want their friends and relatives to feel younger too. Well, of course I would. Yeah. Now, you may not want to feel younger with us or not. That's up to you. Okay. But could you do me a favor? Well, I guess so. If you decide to feel younger with us or not, would you at least let your friends and relatives know that they can feel younger in just 5 days also? Sure. And now you can tell me a little bit about the vitamins, but here's what's interesting. At this moment, they have already made in their mind a decision if they want the vitamins or not. Done. The decision happens first, and then the details come later. So always remember that people make the big decision first, and if the answer is yes, then they want some details. So in this little prelude, what we say at the beginning, people made their decision. And it was completely rejection free. And you say, well, that's pretty cool, but maybe I don't sell vitamins. Maybe I want to talk about my opportunity, or maybe I sell skincare. Just substitute what feels good for you in the appropriate places. And you're saying, wow, that was just so easy. Are there other words and phrases I can start teaching people so they can do better and make their business work? So instead of trying to encourage them to go out and get rejection, maybe I could show them how to talk to people naturally and get instant yes decisions before I even told them anything about it. And the answer is, yeah, we can do that. So let's try. Let's say we want to close our prospects, get that instant yes decision that they want to do something. And once they make that, then it's just a matter of us showing details and see if it fits into their life right now or not. So how do we do it? Well, one of the best ways is to understand a little principle called people do 10 times more to fix a problem than they will to look for a benefit. In other words, if they had a really big bill coming up that they had to pay, they're going to work 10 times harder than if they want to qualify for a car. It's just human nature that we don't like problems, we don't like pain, and the bigger the pain, the more motivated we are to go out and fix it. So if you're going to talk to people, think about this. If the pain is big enough, they're going to close themselves. They're going to make a yes decision right away. So if the pain is big enough, people close themselves right away. No questions asked. So let me give you an example. Let's say that your dentist sends you a little notice in the mail or email that says, time for your annual checkup. Come into our office and we'll clean your teeth and take a look. And we go, okay. Well, my teeth feel pretty good. I don't think so this time. I'll wait till next year. And we throw away the notice and we're done. We do that all the time. But get a toothache. And the pain in our head is pounding. It won't go away. Pain pills don't get rid of it. Our face is swollen out to here. We can only see with one eye. And we have to suck our meals through a straw. It's just horrible. What are we going to do? We're going to pick up the phone and call the dentist. When the pain is big enough, we take action. So let's pick up the phone. Hello, dentist. I got this terrific toothache. I need to come in. And the dentist says, great. I have an appointment opening for 3 weeks from today. You go, 3 weeks from today? No way. I'm coming in right now today. It's terrible. I'm going to come in. I'm going to sit in the office on the sofa outside. And if one of your patients cancel, I'm taking their spot. And if nobody cancels during lunch when you're eating your sandwich, look inside my mouth. So you go in, and that day nobody cancels. So during lunch, the dentist looks inside your mouth and says, oh man, that's pretty bad. You know, it's going to cost us much to take it out. And you're going to say, take it out, fix it. Because when the pain is big enough, people will close themselves. So if you want to have instant action from people, have them make instant decisions like, yes, I need to move forward. Just remember this. When the pain is big enough, they make the decision instantly. No further proof needed. So all you and I have to do is learn how to increase more pain in our prospects, to make them more aware of their problem. Make them so aware they say, I just need to fix that problem starting now. Now, how are we going to do it? Well, if we learn the skills in network marketing, this is going to be easy. The skills are easy. And if you haven't learned any of the basic skills in network marketing, any of the 25 skills, let's start now. Here's my philosophy. Just learn one little thing a day, one new thing. And if you learn one new thing a day about your business, where will we be a month from now? Where will we be 6 months from now? 1 year from now, we won't even recognize ourselves. And it doesn't take much, 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 2 minutes to learn one new thing. How do you learn one new thing? Maybe you're on a call with your team on a Zoom call. Or maybe you go to a company training. Or maybe you read 3 pages of a Big Al book. Or maybe you listen to a specific audio. That's up to you. But try to learn one new thing and get better. I've been in the business for 50 years, and I try to learn one new thing every day. And every year, I say, wow, I understand this better. I have better words. Things get easier. Network marketing is a skill-based business. We have to have skills to get our message inside people's head, to get them to make that decision right away. So let's learn something right now for today. And that is, what words can I say to increase people's pain big enough that they will make an instant decision? Well, let me ask you this. Are you okay with me never telling you what those 4 words are? Are you okay with never being able to close people instantly and wasting time on presentations? Are you okay with tiny, small bonus checks because, well, you didn't know the words to say? Are you okay with other people who started after you going up on stage and getting all the rewards and you're being forced to clap for them? Are you okay with never having the bonus checks that you feel would fulfill your dreams? Are you okay with never guessing what these four words are? Are you okay with me saying these words over and over again until we finally notice that the four words are you okay with? Now, all we're going to do is ask them, are you okay with keeping that problem? Are you okay with, and tell them what the problem is. And when they think about the problem, the first thing that comes to mind is, I really want to get rid of my problems. I want to take action now to do something to make this problem go away. I don't like the pain. So let's try a couple. So, are you okay with feeling older every day and it's getting worse? Are you okay with waking up in the morning feeling like a truck hit you? Are you okay with locking the door and trying to keep those little grandchildren homewreckers out because they just make you too tired? Are you okay with your skin wrinkling just a little bit more every night? Are you okay with people thinking you are the older sister? Maybe I went too far. Are you okay with being known as the fat aunt? Are you okay with struggling with your weight for the rest of your life? Are you okay with the tiny salary that the boss decides to give you? Are you okay with fighting traffic and commuting to work every day? Are you okay with trying to get by on just one paycheck? Are you okay with taking orders from your dream sucking vampire boss who takes little bits of your brain out every day trying to turn you into a human zombie? Are you okay with working hard forever and never being able to retire? Are you okay with always having bills and never having a chance to get ahead? Are you okay with not having enough money to send your children to the school you want them to go to? Are you okay? And all of a sudden we say, wait a minute, that's going to be pretty easy. All I have to do is focus on, are you okay if, tell them the problem they might want to fix, and they can make a yes or no. And if they say, no, I'm not okay with that, then you can say what? Well, then let's talk. But now the decision's already been made. They want to take action. So now when we talk, it's just a matter of details. You can tell them a little bit about the company or the product and the opportunity, the comp plan. Most people don't want very many details. What they do want is to make a decision first. And this is what we can do to prevent the following. If you ever sit down with somebody and you felt it just didn't feel right, it's because we were giving them details before they made a decision. The secret is we get them to make a yes decision. I want to fix this problem first, and then they'll have patience for the details. So instead of giving people a presentation and asking them for a decision, first of all, I'll close them. Ask them, just, you know what? Maybe you should make up your mind if you want a business or not first. Because if you don't, or you don't want to put forth any effort or do anything, we shouldn't even be talking about this. We should be talking about cat videos on Facebook or something like that. So forcing them to make that decision first will take away all the pressure. So when you sit down with the people, they can be relaxed. So ask yourself, if I want to get my team to do better, should I say, go out and get more rejection? Just talk to more people? Every no just gets you closer to a yes? Or should I give them the actual skills to make it happen? And maybe I can give them skills to make it happen rejection free, where they can close people right away. And they're going to say, hey, I love this business. So, my biggest mistake in all my years was this. I always assumed that people knew how to do it. But I should have looked at my own career because I didn't know how to do it in the beginning. It took me a while to learn the words to say. So if you have a team, or if you're just trying to qualify for something yourself, well, do this. Learn how to do it. Don't be like that grasshopper just sits in the seat and says, I wish I could do it, but I haven't a clue. I just don't know how to start. Everybody can learn this business if they choose. And how do we choose to do it? By trying to learn at least one new thing every day. And that's going to be a great secret for you and your team, because I want you to imagine for just one moment, if your team learned one new thing every day, how awesome would they be in 1 month, 6 months, 1 year? You would have a killer team, lots of leaders, and you'd all be going on those special trips, or all be driving the company car, or winning these prizes. It would be fun. So good luck closing with these tips.